the nature of what we have now, which is the interrogatory, the court is bound to look at it and to dispose of it timeously in order to fit in the normal sphere of what is required to do under CI 99. Okay. So that the timelines that you are looking at for pre-trial would also be conformed to, and then subsequently we'll have our hearing on the 15th or so. Is it?
Yes, 15 days. So the hearing will be in 15 days. And then the pre-trial will be 5 days. And then from that point on to the 42nd day, the court is expected to, they say, expeditiously give its judgment. Well, this is our live coverage of the proceedings from the Supreme Court of Ghana, where we understand John Dramani Mahama has been running you through, has filed a petition, and his petition is very clear. He says that he disagrees with the results. There's so many other details, but the crux of it is that he disagrees with the decision of the Electoral Commissioner, who is the first respondent in this matter, or the Electoral Commissioner, I must say, who is the first in this matter. But Counsel, before we go on to our break, there was a back and forth with Mr. Chachichikata and the bench regarding whether or not he should be mentioning Madame Jean Adukwe Mensah or be referring to the Electoral Commission as a body. He had an argument to suggest that, look, it is Jean Mensah who is the returning officer for the election. It's that back and forth. I don't know, maybe you can throw a little public education out there for us.
Ordinarily, in the course of practice or during advocacy, when the lawyer is on his feet, he's bound to answer questions from the bench. And more likely than not, in the course of your submissions, the bench, if it is not clear in its mind, would be interjecting you as and when your submissions come forth, or as and when something pricks the mind of the judge to ask you for clarification purposes, so that when the judge retires into his chamber, would be in the position to give a ruling that would have weighed the balance of probabilities per the matter before it. So the Lord Justice was seeking to understand Mr. Chachichikata by way of clarification that why do you keep referring to Jean
could it
rather than the office?
Could it be also a legal strategy, a strategy of their legal team, to want to place the microscope on Jean Mensah such that when it gets to, if you like, cross-examination, it will be her and no other person at the commission? Could that be a legal strategy?
Very well. I am not in the mind of their legal team, or particularly Mr. Chachichikata, but whatever strategy it is, it will definitely pan out in the course of time for all of us to know. But the question the Lord Justice asked him was a legitimate question of clarification, and it's always done by the bench.
In court?
Yes, in court. It's always done, where the judge wants a certain clarification with certain things, or wants you to, why are you saying A instead of B? So, I mean, it is for you, per your belief in a certain, per the way you are submitting, per your belief that, yes, I'm saying this because, just like he said, Jean is the returning officer, and I ought to refer to Jean in that capacity as the returning officer, as provided by the laws, and not necessarily the office. You understand? So he has his reason for saying that, and he's supporting it with the law. Yeah.
But so, then, quick one, sorry to cut you. If that's the case, could it mean that during cross-examination, then it would not necessarily have been Madame Jean Mensah in the box answering the questions, and maybe either of her two deputies could have been the ones representing the EC at that time answering the questions?
So, well, issues about who would testify, would be known by the end of the pre-trial. Issues about who would testify will be known at the end of the pre-trial, and would know whether the petitioners would want to subpoena, so that if they feel that this person has a lot of evidence to give, and rightly so, in the scheme of affairs, that person has not been put forward to testify in the matter, then we pray, my lords, to subpoena that person.
What's a subpoena, by the way?
A subpoena is, I don't want to go technical, but it's a way of compulsorily bringing somebody to testify or to assist the court to finally determine the matter based on the fact that the parties or the court believe that you have certain evidence or information which will assist the court to better resolve a particular matter expeditiously. Okay,
we'll take a break at this point, and in studio with us is lawyer Chris Hesse. When we return from the break, I've seen something very interesting here. The learned editor of the Ghana Law Report, the Supreme Court Ghana Law Report, Dr. Bimpong Buta, has written something here regarding who can join and who cannot join, and why you will not see amicus curiae, amicus amicus in this particular one, why you're not seeing the NDC join like you saw in 2012, why you're not seeing the MPP join as well, and whether or not the indication from the John Mahama camp that they will call 5 witnesses would necessarily have to include the chairperson of the Electoral Commission, who Chatuchi Kata insists is the returning officer for the presidential election or not. We'll stay with us. We'll be right back after this break.
Inkolenu pamsu base ede na esham ena ni denti ni padodro na eni chiwu se wuko supermarket a inkolenu ebusu wo ho sanso na wuko edwemu a bebre wo ho amedi padodro na atu oguso Inkulenu pamsu base ewo mahodro mienu ye wa bepa akwansusu a ene prekese ewo mu sanso na ye wo abepa nko a ye chimagu konkomu se wo peno dodo atu a fre Inkulenu Industries Inkulenu pamsu base
Ghanaian original.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the
Another season of TV3 Talented Kids is here. Season 11 was fun. Season 12 will be super exciting. Are you ready? If you're aged 7, 12 and can sing, dance, play an instrument, draw, act, DJ or have any TV-friendly talent, then it's time to audition for Season 12 of Talented Kids. Audition dates and information are as follows. 18 to 19 January, Takrady inside Connect FM. 21st to 22nd January, Kumasi inside Akuma FM. 24th to 25th January, Accra inside TV3 at Desawe Kanda. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. Got the talent? Come flaunt it for the chance to be part of Season 12 of Talented Kids. Also, if you know any child star you think should be on the show, send a video of him or her displaying his or her talent to us via WhatsApp on 054-244-8297 and we will put them on. Talented Kids, free to play. TV3, best in news, best in entertainment.
A young cop, Omar,
aren't you going to show me?
and the daughter of a tycoon, Elif. The search for answers.
All the victims have scars from handcuffs.
After Elif's father and Omar's fiancée were found dead in the same car, 2 people from completely different worlds.
Did your father have any affairs before this? Could they have possibly been lovers?
I don't know if they were lovers. She was with Dad for the money.
Let me just say one thing. I'll prove to both you and your family that my fiancée was not your father's mistress, okay? First time in my entire career a case has been taken away from me. What do you mean how? It happened!
No! Stop! What are you doing?
Did you do what I said or didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Omar and Elif must learn to trust each other while trying to uncover the truth behind the murders. A breathtaking story full of mystery and romance. Black Money Love, coming soon on TV3.
Doctor Fufula no mu yedrus, Fufu nankasa no mu yedrus ni pada senyi. Nelbedi egwe 7.
Yane wo striko yempel. Suma pike ndada wo yane wo striko yempel. Era yempel wate.
Uko fibi mu a. Obi free ni kunu honey. Oh darling.
Oh, what's a honey? Who you 10 cities? 10 cities. You bet me after honey.
I dem say dwe fa ho ben. Twa picture no.
Okay, say baby out on the market.
Abusia. Market ben.
Ashigogo. Ziengete, Mrs. Call for you come pet.
What? Wait, what's your bar? The baby ain't shaky. Now me say my coffee way. Now you have fled the whole Ghana chief securities. You miss you be on funny black.
Efiewura every Friday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
I am so proud to announce that Family Feud Ghana is hitting your screen. PETITION Ghana. Yeah. Yo, I'm cool. More African, little less American.
Watch yourself, Shante.
Somebody can walk out of here with the big jackpot, $5,000. Name a noise an animal makes. Moo. Woof.
Give them energy.
Steve, you want to play?
My God! Yes! Only right here on TV3.
Family Feud shows every Saturday at 8 p.m. and repeat on Thursdays at 3 p.m. on TV3. Family Feud is brought to you by Malta Guinness. Enjoy a world of good.
Vodafone.
Coronavirus is in abroad, not here.
More than 2,000 dead, tens of thousands infected.
The world has been brought to a standstill by the novel COVID-19, which has once again proven that our health is still our greatest asset. And our best bet for a long and healthy life is our lifestyle choices based on information we receive. That's why Vodafone Healthline is back.
Season 9 of Vodafone Healthline is here.
With some of the most experienced and trusted doctors to address your medical concerns by giving you essential guidelines on dieting, exercise, diagnosing, and treating illnesses to help you live a long and healthy life.
Vodafone Healthline now shows on Saturdays at 5 p.m. and repeat on Sundays at 2 p.m. on TV3.
Ready? Treatment of cancer can be very expensive, but there is great hope for Ghanaian teachers.
So, cancer is a deadly disease. It's a deadly disease because the treatment involves a lot of money. And so, if you don't have the wherewithal to undergo the treatment, you will die. But we, as teachers, we know that there is a remedy for us.
You bring along your payslip, and then you also bring along your GNAT identity card. And once that is established, you are given the treatment free of charge.
Made possible by the collaboration between the Ghana National Association of Teachers, GNAT, and the Sweden Ghana Medical Center, SGMC.
Some of our members still not aware that there is a facility like this here.
My wife also talked to her association, which is the Ghana National Association of Teachers, GNAT, and were attended to promptly.
If you're a Ghanaian teacher and a member of GNAT, you enjoy absolutely free treatment of cancer.
If you are a member, your spouse stands to benefit if she happens to suffer the disease. Your daughter, your son also stands to benefit if she also happens to contract the disease.
GNAT Hour, a documentary of hope for the Ghanaian teacher, shows Wednesdays at 5:45 p.m. and Sundays at 1:30 p.m. only on TV3.
16 families, cooking enthusiasts,
fun games, and a prize pool of over 100,000 Ghana cedis all in one show. Ongalicious Ghana Cooks Family Battle Edition is finally here. With Onga, even friends can become family. Which family will season their way to the final, and which family will fall on the battlefield? 2 seasoned chefs and a host of celebrated guest judges will sift through finger-licking Ongalicious recipes in their quest to determine the winner of Ongalicious Ghana Cooks Family Battle Edition. Which family walks away with the ultimate cash prize of 20,000 Ghana cedis plus a set of kitchen appliances from Kaiser Kitchenware, which includes a freestanding cooker, a heat extractor, and a refrigerator. Or second prize of 15,000 Ghana cedis plus a Kaiser fridge. Or third prize of 10,000 Ghana cedis plus a Kaiser microwave. Oh, by the way, no one goes home empty-handed. It's the biggest cooking show to hit your screen. Ongalicious Ghana Cooks Family Battle Edition. Do it with your family. Onga, Mama's Helping Hand in Lily.
Showing on TV3 every Saturday at 4:30 p.m.
The Lady Circle. Your Saturday evenings are never the same when 4 intelligent ladies are on your screens talking about everything that has to do with women as we get into honest conversations, giveaways, and fun games.
Hi guys, this is Shatamishi.
Sissy Naso, Zinel Zu. I'm Juliet Ibrahim.
This is the Lady Circle.
Join the host of the Lady Circle. Keep watching the Lady Circle. The Lady Circle.
Keep watching the Lady Circle this and every Saturday live on TV3.
Let's get interactive on social media. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hashtag The Lady Circle.
The Lady Circle, every Saturday, 6 p.m. on TV3. Brought to you by
Yaz Sanitary Pad.
Welcome back. It's still the 2020 election petition, and we're giving you all the coverage right here on TV3. Myself, Belamundi, and Johnny Hughes. And in the studios with us is lawyer Chris Mamhesi, and he is explaining the legal terms to us. Earlier, we saw the pre-trial process where the legal counsel for the petitioner, former President John Dramani Mahama, went through the interrogatories exactly. And we saw the legal counsel for the first and second respondents also oppose what exactly it is that, Lawyer Chachu Chikata was requesting for Madame Jean Mensah to respond to certain questions and affidavit. And the Supreme Court judges are sitting to deliberate on whether to grant that motion or not. And so we're here also trying to understand a few things as well. So we're back. Johnny.
Yeah. Counsel, interesting though, the John Mahama side had indicated that they would call 5 witnesses. And, well, the question on my mind is it mandatory to have the Electoral Commissioner, as part of the 5, or if they decide to have a subpoena, you were explaining to us what subpoena means. If they decide to ask for a witness to be subpoenaed, what are the dynamics in there?
So, my simple answer to you is that the petitioners have their strategy that they are playing out. They are at liberty to call as many witnesses as they can, provided the numbers are within the limits of the rules, or by the rules, as I would say. Where the Supreme Court is of the view that the number of witnesses would affect the expeditious departure or disposal of the case, then they would limit you. They would provide the number of witnesses that you are to provide. The same thing too with the other side.
I see. Okay. So again, I said I was going to ask you about joinder. Now, chapter 6 again of the election petition, page 4. petition manual. C says joinder of a party to a presidential election petition. The question of joinder as a party to a presidential election petition came up for the consideration in the case of presidential election petition Akufo-Addo and others, number 4 versus Mahama and others, number 4, 2013, the Supreme Court Ghana Law Report, and a special edition 73 in which the Supreme Court joined the National Democratic Congress to the suit as third defendant. Dr. S.Y. Bimpombuta, who's the learned editor of the Supreme Court of Ghana Law Report, in his editorial comments in the 2013 Supreme Court Ghana Law Report edition, special edition 73, expressed the view that the framers of the Constitution did not envisage joinder of a party in the presidential election petition and therefore proposed statutory intervention. The Supreme Court Amendment number 2, Rules 26 CI 99 was subsequently passed to preclude joinder and intervener in a presidential election petition. So D says, answer to the contents of a petition, blah, blah, blah. It tells you who can join and who cannot join and all of that. Can, for example, the John Mahama side use a subpoena to bring in whoever would have joined originally, or can they, within the space of 5 that they have indicated that they will call, put in people who could have joined, but because of this new intervention, couldn't have joined?
Yeah, it's a strategy, and it is a way of going around the rules, so that the reason why CI 99 expressly indicated that there would be no joinder is just for expeditious trial.
Okay.
You understand? So that if the leeway remains, then we don't know at what point in time parties will make applications to join the suit, and that would overly elongate the proceedings. But in this situation, it is outrightly prohibited.
Okay.
And so, if in the wisdom of the petitioners, I mean, their legal team, they have the opinion that, okay, if probably NDC would have loved to be a joint party,
right?
For whatever legal reason they would have established in that application, there are certain evidences or facts which we believe that if we include a representative from the NDC party would inure to our case, they are free to do so. It is within their remit to get witnesses to help push their case across. So as to who they would call, the court will never fetter them with that.
Can the Supreme Court is going into recess now to consider the things that have been brought for them and give direction? That's our understanding. And so can the Supreme Court say that, okay, I think that given what you have brought before us, you need 3 witnesses, not 5. Can the Supreme Court say that?
Yeah, the Supreme Court has all the authority vested within it to make all those pronouncements. But if the other side needs to satisfy the Supreme Court in situations where they want to call certain numbers of witnesses, you know, and if the Supreme Court is of the opinion that the number of witnesses that you are seeking to call would unnecessarily prolong proceedings, it will be unjust and unfair, you know, to have that done, then they will limit you to the number of witnesses that you need to call. And it is all about satisfying the minds of the Supreme Court that, yes, I want to call 3 witnesses, I want to call 5 witnesses, and it is for them to see to the policy of case management that I mentioned to you early on, that that case management should be ripe to fit into the time scale provided by CI 99.
Okay. Now, when lawyer Chachuchi Kata, put out the interrogatories, we saw lawyer Menuvo, who is the legal counsel for the first respondent, respond to it and try to oppose it. But then we saw lawyer Kotampa also come in and try to respond to the interrogatories that are directed at the EC chairperson. Now, in the Supreme Court making its judgment on this particular issue, whether they are going to grant this motion, will they consider lawyer Kotampa, even though he does not legally represent the EC in this case? Because that question was directly, or the interrogatories were directly towards the legal counsel of the EC chair. Yeah. Will they consider that, especially because they still have discretionary powers, or legally is that wrong?
Yeah, so Legally, it is right. All the submissions made by all the parties at the bar would be considered by the bench.
But they asked him why he was responding to that because
Yes,
it was not posed to him. Okay.
The reason why they asked him is that ordinarily, when an application is filed to court, you need to oppose it.
Okay.
If you decide not to oppose it, it is deemed that you have waived your right of opposition. So as the bench see through the proceedings, that is the mind it has apprised itself with.
Okay.
Now, where you suddenly stand on your feet to make or to proffer an opposition, albeit it will ask you, why are you seeking to oppose now when ordinarily you are not filed an affidavit in opposition to that particular application?
Okay.
The only way in court and decided authorities you can oppose to such an application is for you to submit to my laws that I am opposing on point of law. So that if you are opposing on point of law, then you are not going into the facts. On matters of facts, you need to depose to an affidavit sealed by the Commissioner of Oath. So that if on you have not done that, then your only way to make submissions in opposing the application to my lords is by matters of law.
Let me just run you through the calendar of activities that has been published. It's on the big screen here. So we'll guide you through. The Supreme Court has set for itself a 42-day timeline. Now, the very first day, as the council explained to us, was the 30th of December 2020, when the petition was filed by John Mahama's team, led by Tachuti Kata and seconded by lawyer Tony Letha. So they filed on the 30th of December 2020. That's the first day, filing of the petition. Within that time, and 10 days on, the John Mahama team was expecting a response from the Electoral Commissioner and also Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's team, which are the first and second respondents. Then they answered. Today begins the first day of the 5-day pre-trial period, and also the 15-day hearing period will begin. The motions will be moved, amendments, and all of that you see, and the judgment should be passed in 42 days. These are the 7 legal luminaries that are handling the matter. The 7-member panel of judges for the 2020 election. The president of the bench is Chief Justice Kwesi Anin-Yeboah. Justice Yapa is there. Justice Mafosao is there. Justice Nene Amegacha is there. Justice Professor Ni Ashikote is there. Justice Mariama Owusu is there. And Justice Gertrude Tokono is there. Presently, we understand that they've gone into their chambers to consider what has been brought before them this morning in matter of interrogatories. You need to be careful with that
Say
word.
It faster.
Yeah, and they are going to consider it interrogatories.
No, I said faster.
Interrogatories.
3 times.
They are going to consider that and bring us a direction. But stay with us. This is where all the action is. And Belamundi and I will be bringing you all of that. Lawyer Hesse is still here. I told you before that Godfrey Tenam, Roland Walker, and Thomas Adutepapo are in court. Tela Michelle has midday live for you, and there's an extensive coverage until we say bye-bye to you from the courts. So stay with us. I'm right now going to pack my election manual, my constitution. Bella, what are you packing?
Justice.
Your CI?
My CI and my...
Your CI and your...
Yeah, and a few
everything.
other things.
Yeah. No, you need to show them the documents. So that we
we'll
have come to law school.
Another season of TV3 Talented Kids is here.